Good afternoon. My name is Rachel Davidson, and for my project, I decided to talk about McDonald's. Now, for starters, I want to start off and say that I do love McDonald's, but after I started researching to see actually what is inside of McDonald's and how they make the food and stuff like that, I'm not really too interested in the morning. So what I did was broke down what I would normally have for McDonald's and see how many calories are in it and see how it's actually made. Now, for starters, I would normally have the big breakfast, and that's 3 pancakes, hash brown, eggs, and sausage if you want it. Now, that's 740 calories. 740 calories in the morning time. That's a lot. 740 calories anytime is a lot. That's half of your daily value intake right there, just from that little breakfast menu right there. Can you believe it? And not to mention, it's 430 grams of fat in there. 430 grams. See, it tastes so good, but it's actually bad for you. And then I like to have the Big Mac. I'm a big fan of it, and I know that it's one of the number one things at McDonald's. But let's talk about how many calories in it. It's 580 calories in it. 580 calories just in that little small burger. If you ask me, I think that's a lot. I mean, my thing is, for all these calories and how high they are, why is it that McDonald's is still a number one food chain? I mean, is it that people don't care? Do they not look at the calories? Or is people just, hey, it tastes good, that's all that matters? I think it's a little bit of everything. Now, in the Big Mac, it also has 1,500 grams of sugar. 1,500 grams of sugar. Okay, that's a lot. I didn't even know it had sugar in there, which means I'm like, okay, that's like 5 things of candy. No, more. 5 things of the big size candy. Like, I don't even understand how someone would even want to put that in their body, but I guess they don't really advertise it that much, so how would you know? Now, when you have the Big Mac, you know you're going to have that special sauce. Okay. For starters, let's talk about that. That's 150 calories inside of the sauce just like that. 150 just for that zesty taste. And they call it special because people couldn't figure out what's inside of it. Well, it has been revealed. The only thing it is Thousand Island sauce. Like, can you imagine that? I've never had Thousand Island sauce that tasted like that, and I've never had Thousand Island sauce that was 150 calories either. So what else do they put in there? It's Thousand Island, 2 different types of Thousand Island. Mustard, mayo, and relish. It sounds like something that you can make at home, right? Yeah, I know. So it's not so special anymore, and it's not so special when you find out how many calories are in it. And it has 250 grams of salt. That's 2 big pots of collard greens for the people that out there that like soul food. You wouldn't even imagine having that many collard greens or having that much salt at one time. And my thing is, they just pack it in there and no one even know. Now, I am a big fan of McNuggets, the chicken McNuggets at McDonald's. I'm a big fan. And sometimes when I'm busy, I have to take my nephew there just so, I don't feel like cooking. I can just swab by and get it. But after I've seen what's in it and how it's made, I don't think I'm going to take my nephew there no more. I mean, there's a lot of children that eat McNuggets, but I want to think, hey, if the parents actually knew what was inside it, would they actually give it to them? Like, for starters, it's 230 calories. Now, for starters, children do not even need that much. And I thought that, candy and sugar was bad. But just for McNuggets, that's 230. That's a lot. Not to mention, when I started doing research to see how it was actually made, I found out that it is mechanically made. Yes, I said it, mechanically made, which means that it's a machine that pulls the chicken apart like a robot. It just pulls the chicken apart and it puts it in the blender and it grinds it all together. So I'm thinking, what part of the chicken am I getting? Like, I don't know what part I'm getting. It's just all just mixed up in one. I thought there was actually people that actually designed it and did it to make it a little bit better, but no, it's just a machine. So it's a machine, you put it in the blender and it comes out like all oozy and stuff like that. And then they use like a cookie sheet and they use a cookie cutter just to put it in that little special McDonald's flavor that they have, the McDonald's look. So the cookie cutter is filled with a powder that gives that crisp taste that you have. You know what I'm talking about when you have the McNuggets. There's nothing else like it. So they spray this little golden brown spray on it. I call it like spray tinner just to give it that golden brown look on it and stuff. And then they put it in a pot and let it like cook for a while. Now this is the kicker. After they take it out the pot, no matter how long it's been cooked, it's still not even cooked. Yeah, it's not even halfway cooked. So what they do is they freeze it and then they package it and send it all the way to wherever your McDonald's is. My thing is, I thought the food was cooked. I thought that if I'm going to be giving it to my nephew, the food is already cooked. So you're actually waiting for the people to finish cooking it at McDonald's. I don't know. I did not think that food was frozen and then sent there like that. I obviously thought that it was kind of fresh almost, but no, it's not. So what I decided to do is to put all the meals together and just see how many calories that actually would be if I was to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe a snack at McDonald's. So Like I said, if I start off with the big breakfast in the morning, that's 740 calories. That's 430 grams of fat. That's 1,500 grams of salt. 1,500 grams of salt. That's just for breakfast. Then, if I decide to have the Big Mac, of course, you're going to have the sauce on there. So that's 150 calories. The Big Mac by itself is 580 calories. It has 200 grams of fat in it and 1,400 grams of sodium. That's a lot. As I'm talking about it right now, I'm just like baffled about how much the stuff is in it. Now, say for instance, if I wanted an apple pie because I was a little hungry later, but I'm not too hungry, but I'm a little tiny hungry. So I have a little pie. That's 150 calories right there. You add all that up together, that's over 1,700 calories right there. Right there already. I love McDonald's. I do. But I'm not loving what's inside it. And I'm not loving how it's made. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, if, like I said before, if all these things are in it and it's that bad for you, why do they continue to sell it? Maybe people just go by the taste. Maybe it's because McDonald's been around for a long time. I don't know. But you can make your choice. I have.